Hey everybody, and welcome to Geekus Speakus, the only podcast more delicious than Tide Pods.
Wait, more delicious than Tide Pods? Are you sure?
Yeah, we're not as delicious as steamed hams, but we're more delicious than Tide Pods.
Now, we call them steamed hands, but they're clearly grilled.
Well, it's a New York expression.
Uh huh. Now, see, I've been to New York. I've never heard anybody call it steamed hams.
Well, obviously you were in the wrong part of New York.
Oh, all right then. Welcome. Jeez. Yay, 20-year-old sketches. Uh,
So, so here's something. Apparently, like people who work on The Simpsons, like a number of the writers and stuff, love the Simpsons posting. I've caught up on Talking Simpsons, which
right,
is done by the Retronaut guys. Which, if you haven't had a chance and love The Simpsons, listen to them.
right.
I'm honestly thinking about like donating to their Patreon because I want more content from them. But like they've interviewed a couple of the guys who've worked on the show, including Bill Oakley. And if you don't know who Bill Oakley is, Oakley and Weinstein were like the best writers The Simpsons ever had,
Mm-hmm.
and the best showrunners The Simpsons ever had. And they're like, "Yeah, we love The Simpsons shit posting." I'm like, "Oh, that's amazing."
I love how creative they can get. I mean, it's the same thing, it's the same script, but sometimes they can do like really well developed editing. Like when they were doing one for Metal
Oh, it's so
Gear,
great.
or they
Dun,
did
dun.
the one was a
They
Nintendo,
did
yes,
Gundam,
yeah, Gundam.
Nintendo. Every time a door opens, it's Chalmers. No, the one I saw that I loved is Skinner only tells the truth.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to Geekus Speakus. I'm Bryan.
I'm Dean. Welcome.
I hope you're all doing all right.
Uh,
So, yes, welcome. Sorry for interrupting you.
I was just saying I'm surviving. How about you?
I'm doing all right. It snowed earlier here today, but none of it stuck. So,
Did I ever mention how much I'm not a fan of snow?
I hate relationship. What I hate, it's not the snow that I hate. It's the ice that happens around it.
Yeah.
Or when snow gets compacted, it turns into an ice block, and you're just like, God damn it.
Do you know one thing I really miss about the Central Valley? No ice. Just no ice.
Yeah,
I mean,
that is
Oakers.
one thing. It's
Like,
one very minor thing, but it's one thing.
yeah, I was just like, you know what the bright side is? I'm not standing in 12-degree weather. Now, I understand it gets colder in other places of the world. Still, as it turns
Well,
out,
sure,
go ahead.
I'm sure you get more snow and ice than I do.
It's it's fuck winter. Anyway, yeah.
So I get snow, and it's like, oh, hey, it's snowing. That's nifty. Yeah, I'm sure you get snow, and you're like, oh, God damn it, we're gonna have a foot of it.
No, 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 never gets that bad. We might get like
No?
I think most we've ever got in a year was like 6 inches. We get pretty bad ice sometimes, but snow almost no. Snow is very small here.
We did get like a foot of snow last year, but that was like a freak occurrence that shut down the whole city.
Oh yeah, probably flipped out all the people who don't know how to drive in ice, and me who doesn't know how to drive in
Oh
ice.
yeah. It took me like 3 hours to get home.
Oh no, wait. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. So, I work about an hour from where I live, and then this last Saturday, I can't remember the exact date, but it was either the late January, early February. We were having like a really bad rain coming through, and it was freezing on the ground. Freezing so bad, I saw like tipped over.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw like diesels that went off the road. What took me an hour long drive turned out to be a 2 hour long drive. Me just going like 40 down this highway of other cars being a lot more reckless than I am. By the way, I am not a good ice driver.
Yeah, not a lot of people are. No, I actually was able to luck out because I ride public transit.
Yeah,
And
lucky bastard.
so what took me like 3.5 hours took other people like 12 hours. It was the one time riding public transit was faster than driving.
Bastard.
So yeah, welcome to Geekus Speakus. Won't be talking about. Just to let you know right away. We'll not be talking about Black Panther. I have not seen it yet. Just gonna get that out of the way.
Yeah, no matter how awesome it is.
Um,
I totally saw it.
I hear it's really good. So, anything new with you before we get into trailer talk?
Not today. No, nothing new for me. What about you?
Not a whole lot. Yeah, just not a whole lot. Just same old, same old. Been doing a lot of like cleaning and organizing of my junk lately, but yeah. So we got a number of trailers today. They apparently dropped a ton of them on us.
Oh yeah. And
Some good, some bad. Do you want to keep going?
I would say, and my indifference flares ever higher. We'll get into that, you know. So let's go ahead and start off with the first one. Sheesh.
All right, first one is Ready Player One.
I'm already ready for this movie, so this did not make me want to watch it any more than I already did. So
I went from, oh man, that's exciting, to a little more with this last trailer. Like, this last trailer, I think, shows more of the actual plot of the movie, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
yeah.
I think I'm disappointed that there's a plot to it.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was going to be a plot. It wasn't just going to be cameo of the movie, but I was sitting here.
I want cameo.
Well, you know what? If you ever make your own movie, we can make cameo of the movie. How's that sound?
It'll be titled Cameo, the movie.
We're going to have Clint Eastwood in the background. We're going to have Arnold Schwarzenegger drinking tea. All kinds of shit.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I'm more excited to see this. This trailer's rather meh. Personally, I would have built off their last trailer because that was legitimately exciting and made me watch the movie. This one was just kind of like, meh?
Meh, seems alright.
Yeah.
Meh.
That's basically my opinion on all of Ready Player One at this point. I'm still going to watch it, of course, because it does look good. It's just the latest trailer made it sound less awesome than the trailer before last. So now I'm just kind of like, well, okay. Sure, why not?
If you say so.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yep.
Next one on here is Venom. A lot of people are taking flack with this movie. I think it looks fine. It looks like just a simple Tom Hardy action movie.
Yeah, okay, two things. One, I hate how they're doing like a side universe. I've already mentioned this. I really don't like that. Two, how about the part where we actually see Venom in the trailer for the movie called Venom about the anti-hero Venom? Screw Eddie Brock. Venom.
Venom? Question mark? Venom. 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 Venom.
Well, there was no Venom. Like, you saw a glimpse of the symbiote, but it was all just like pictures of Tom Hardy.
My guess is they didn't have the CGI finished.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to like bring out half-rendered stuff.
Then don't bring out a trailer.
Well, you have to bring out a trailer. Like, film companies like, you need to have a trailer at this time. And they're like, shit. All right, fine. We'll bring out a trailer. Here's a trailer.
Yeah.
It's one of those things you gotta do.
I guess. I'd rather they just release it. Like, it doesn't have to be finished, obviously, because it's a trailer. But how about we actually get like a glimpse? Like, they could have edited at least that glimpse of Venom, because there's always that, like, in all those monster villain like movies, there's a screenshot of him darting his face towards the camera in full form. And it was like, well, you could have at least done that. Because, whatever. Anyway, move on from my minor annoyances.
Solo.
Yeah, the new Star Wars movie that's coming out in May, I believe.
You know, when I first heard they were making this movie, I was just like, yeah, nobody wants that movie. But now that I've seen the trailers, I'm like, you know what?
What the hell are you talking?
I'm okay with this.
What are you talking about? What every time I play a Star Wars campaign, my go-to is a smuggler because Han Solo was awesome.
Well, yeah, but it's like nobody asked for a solo movie, Han Solo movie origin story, and now it's like, you know what, they're giving us a Han Solo origin story. Nobody asked for it, but I'm okay with this. This looks fun.
Yeah, this looks awesome. And okay, it has Woody Harrelson in it, and he has a soft spot in my heart because he's made a lot of good movies, and to be fair, quite a few bad ones as well. But still, this looks enjoyable. And Donald Glover is, I think, gonna.
Donald Glover is amazing.
Yeah, I think he will be a good replacement for Billy D. Williams on this one. He looks like he belongs, so you're not gonna hear me complain.
And Emilia Clarke and her gorgeous, gorgeous eyebrows. You've heard me. I love her eyebrows.
There you go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It got me hyped because before I was like, oh cool, a Han Solo movie. I actually do want to see this. And now like, okay. Now I really want to see this. Because now we finally got something. Because it was all just kind of, well, besides the fact like 6 directors left the movie. It was all kind of hush hush. That doesn't bode well, but I mean, Ron Howard's the final director.
Ron Howard.
Yeah, take that as you will. I mean, he's a pretty good director in my book.
Yeah, he's not bad. I like Opie.
Yeah, you go Opie. I think Happy Days.
Either way.
Yeah. The next one on the list, I legitimately don't know how I feel about this one, but
Batman Ninja?
Batman Ninja. I mean, he's already kind of a ninja.
Well, the DC animated movies are surprisingly good, I don't think it'll be bad. But yeah, it's one of those things of, all right, I don't understand what's going on, but
and Joker's ruling feudal Japan, and I don't fucking get that one.
Omiwa de Shindoru.
Yeah, what?
Yare yare daze.
I mean, just what? Okay, whatever. Anyway, it does look awesome though, despite
Joker-san! Konnichiwa!
Watashi wa Joker-san.
Joker. Batmanoru.
Excuse me, Jokeri des.
Batmanoru.
Pegadoru? What would you do for Penguin?
Penguin Darururu.
I would not complain, on a side note, if they have an alternate version where it's just Batman taking on feudal version of Joker. That would be a pretty awesome comic book.
Has it been done in Elseworlds? I don't know.
No. I mean, they have Chinese Batman, but they don't have, like, Japanese feudal ninja Japan Batman. But
yes,
it does look awesome, though. I will say this. I mean, I was very confused with the general premise, but the trailer does kind of flesh out the general plot. So after a while, I was like, okay, I can get behind this. This is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then Batman has a sword.
Speaking of superheroes, Incredibles 2. And speaking of Simpsons, Brad Bird, the writer of Incredibles, was a Simpsons writer.
Actually, I did know about that one, yeah.
The guy who also did Wreck-It Ralph worked on The Simpsons as well.
Also, former Simpsons writer is now writing for Stan vs. Evil. He's the showrunner.
Oh yeah. They were talking. The interview. Dana Gould.
Yeah, Dana Gould. He used to be. I think it was seasons 8 through 11 is when he came in.
Yes. Like the Talking Simpsons guys I mentioned earlier literally did their live show with him.
Oh, nice.
And that was one of the last episodes because I caught up on their library, which took a while because they're watching every episode of The Simpsons and doing an episode on every episode of The Simpsons.
Now that you mention it, I'm doing something similar with another podcast called Back to the Futurama. They're small like us, but subsequently more successful. And they're doing the same thing. They break down each episode of Futurama per episode.
And these guys, one of the things I agree with them is they have the same complaints I do about Super Eye Patch Wolf's Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on the fall of The Simpsons of, yes, you're right on these things, but you're wrong on these others. And they're like that. They did an entire segment on, no, this is where you're wrong,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah,
But yeah, they did a live show with Dana Gould, and so yeah, I knew about that Stan thing.
right. On to Incredibles before we skip over the whole thing.
Oh yeah. I
Uh,
can go on for hours.
yeah, same here. Uh, I'm glad they're switching position. Usually the movie cliche would go back to the father like it did in the first movie, but they're doing focus on the mother this time as the main go-to hero doing all the good stuff. However, find myself not at all excited about this movie. I mean,
I I'm excited, but I'm also weary because it's been a little too long.
how to put this? I was not excited for the original Incredibles.
Oh, I love the original
Yeah,
Incredibles. It's my
yeah,
favorite Pixar movie.
I liked it, but I wasn't when it first came out. I was like, oh yeah, like an animated CG kids movie for superheroes. All right, and I saw it. It turned out to be a gem. It turned out to be better than I thought it would be. So this could be one of the situations where the movie's better than I think it would be, but I feel like because maybe what like 3 days has passed since the last movie. I don't know. I'm annoyed because I still want that like advancement of time. It's been like 10 years roughly. I could
Oh,
since the last movie.
I'm excited to see it. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed by certain things, but Incredibles was my favorite Pixar movie.
Mm.
So
I mean, this could be a situation where I will like it when I watch it, but so far I just don't care.
okay, that's fair. Also with superheroes, Avengers: Infinity War had dropped
Yes,
another trailer. I
yes,
am still excited for that.
yes. I mean, it sucks for not getting Cap Shields back, but you know what? Makes sense. Not like Tony would just give it back to him because he is spiteful. But
Oh,
go ahead.
keep going.
I'll say the rest of this though. The rest of this, I fucking loved it, and it's only the trailer, and so far so good.
And because trailer toys spoil everything,
Yep.
Thor's going to have his axe instead of the hammer.
Oh, okay. So they're gonna do the
Oh, Thor Ragnarok spoilers, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, he has the axe instead of the hammer.
On a side note, they recently just did a celebration for 10 years of the Marvel Universe, for their cinematic universe today. Not today, excuse
Hmm.
me, earlier this week, because, I mean, they started this back in 2008. It's been going 10 years strong since. The
Oh
weekend.
wow, has it?
Yeah. The first one being The Incredible Hulk, the one that no one remembers, apparently, except for me, apparently.
Oh, the Ed Norton one.
Yeah, the Ed Norton one. And then later that year, of course, as you saw, what we all saw was Iron Man. He was kind of the kickoff for any interest for anybody for these movies. And it's been 10 years since. You can actually find it online. There's a picture of every Marvel star, nearly every Marvel star from the last 10 years. So if they've been in a Marvel movie, there's a picture of them in that picture, excuse me. So you have like Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans. There's still a lot of Chris's in Hollywood. Um, you got Scarlett Johansson. You've got I can never remember his name, but he plays Hawkeye.
Jeremy Renner.
Thank you, Jimmy Renner. So it's got everybody, and it's even got Chris Pratt. It's got nearly every star for the last 10 years in one picture, and I kind of want to make that my background now.
Uh, Actually, sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. They actually took it back in October when they were still filming for Avengers Infinity War, but they released it like last week, I believe. So that's pretty awesome.
Cool. Dark Phoenix, the next X-Men movie.
Okay,
It was just a teaser trailer.
remember that utter indifference I told you about?
Is that what you got here?
That's where I get started. Yeah, right about here, Dark Phoenix.
Hmm.
Okay.
I understand. I felt the same way too. I was just like, well, that was a thing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we're getting another X-Men movie. Well, okay, to be fair, I feel that way about every X-Men movie now because the series is idiotic. So I haven't even seen Apocalypse yet, so I I think I've gained indifference to just a bunch of bad movies because there's just been a bunch of bad X-Men movies lately. The last
Yeah,
years.
they have not been great.
I mean, it's been nearly 20 years since they started their own franchise, and there's probably been like 4 good movies.
Yeah. Um. Black Dynamite 2. That looks fun.
This is where my interest goes back up. Um,
It's just like it's just a teaser trailer, so it's not a lot, but god damn it,
yeah,
Black Dynamite.
I love this movie, and I only got to watch the first season of the show, but I love the show. It goes back to the old blaxploitation. I like how they said in the trailer he's better than Shaft. I cannot remember all the characters, but there are a bunch of other blaxploitation stars, and I was like, yeah, nice, and it's awesome. It just looks awesome. And what I also like about this is it looks like the same way they did the last movie, which is they use actual film to film it. It wasn't done digital like we do now.
Yeah.
Done by old, I think it's called like 16.
16 millimeter?
16 millimeter, I think.
Millimeter.
I think it might
Depends
be.
on the size.
Yeah.
I think it's 16.
Yeah. They film it with 16 millimeter because they want that like authentic look to it, which I totally get.
Right?
If I made movies with a theme like that, I would do the same thing. But it's, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this. I didn't even know they were making the Black Dynamite 2, and now I'm happy.
I'm gonna skip the next one on the list to go to the next one.
Okay.
The other blaxploitation movie we have on the list, Uncle Drew. Guess what? Shaq's back in a movie.
Yeah. Okay. And remember the whole Indifference roller coaster?
Yeah.
It goes back down.
I don't know. Shaq in a movie.
No. Let me explain this. You had me except for one scene.
Whoa.
It's the one scene where they're in that like 70s van and they're trying not to spill out. It's like there's gonna be a dumb car chasing, isn't there? And a movie that did not need a car dumb chasing. No, I've gone back to Indifferent.
Aww.
Because there's a time and a place for it. There's a time you can put it into a movie and it's awesome, and there's a time where you can use it for comedic purposes. Like if you saw 21 Jump Street, they had like a really good chase in it. It was really funny. And this one feels like, why did you put this in here? Now, don't get me wrong. The return of Shaq is something that I praise. But you lost me at the chasing.
Shaq is back.
It's the Shaq attack.
Kazam himself.
Steel.
The
movie nobody but apparently you and I remember.
You know, the one that everyone thinks was done by Sinbad?
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Like literally you had me until that scene. That's all I'm saying. After that, I was like, you don't need a chase. You have Shaq in this movie. Come on. His bad acting is comedic gold.
That's fair. I don't know. A bunch of old people playing basketball?
Yeah, I know. And like I said, if it wasn't for that one scene, you would have had me. I was like, that doesn't seem needed. I don't know. Maybe there's not an actual car chase scene. Maybe they just like spill it. And, someone like twists the wheel and something happens. I could be wrong.
No. Moving on. Going to where my attention was lost. Hellraiser Judgment. They're rebooting the Hellraiser franchise without realizing what made Hellraiser Hellraiser.
Okay, remember this Indifference roller coaster? I'm going to keep this analogy. I'm keeping this analogy for this. The Indifference roller coaster has plateaued. I have remained indifferent. I like the Hellraiser movies was an interesting concept, not one I really thought needed a reboot.
I like Hellraiser. I saw this as a reboot. Then I'm watching the trailer. I'm like, oh my god, they're just turning the Cenobites into like hack and slash monsters. The Cenobites are not like hack and slash monsters.
On a side note, I'm a little annoyed. They're like, oh, they're from hell. I was like, no, technically they're from another dimension where they torture people.
They're technically not evil.
Yeah, they're neutral. Just don't open the box. They don't kill you. That's their thing. I don't know.
And then watching the trailer, it's like, oh, they just turned him into like regular like movie monsters. The original Hellraiser was an allegory for AIDS, right?
I actually did not know that. Good to know.
Oh yeah, Clive Barker, super homosexual.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah.
I'll have to rewatch that. See if I can find the.
Oh, if you rewatch the original Hellraiser, there's a monster in the hallway. Pause it when you see it chasing it down, and you can see the cart that it's on. You can totally see the rig.
I have to go check that out.
It's great. I watched it not too a couple months ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then moving on to a movie series, I feel like should have ended around the third one, even if I've not seen
I
them all
didn't
the way
realize
through.
there's a sixth one.
I knew about 1 through 5. I didn't know they were making a Mission Impossible 6. And once again, this roller coaster has plateaued.
Doo doo doo.
Yeah, I'll probably actually throw out the analogy after this next, like, two. Um, Look, it's an interesting concept, and I understand that initially they're running off of an old TV concept show. Did you know that?
Oh, okay. So this is the one they were talking about. Apparently, during the filming of this,
Mhm.
Tom Cruise broke his ankle.
Oh, okay.
He was performing a stunt, landed wrong, broke his ankle, and then ran off, like ran on it just to finish the scene.
Oh, okay. Like I don't like Tom Cruise, but I'll give him props for that. If an actor like breaks or hurts themselves and then continues, then they get my respect.
Yeah, he didn't want to refilm the scene, so he finished the scene on his broken ankle.
Hey, like I said, if he's willing to stick to it, I give him props. It's like that scene in Django Unchained in which Leonardo DiCaprio cuts his hand. He actually cut his hand. So,
Um, Viggo Mortensen in Lord of the Rings breaks his toe.
yep, while kicking the helmet. And they liked the scene so much they kept it in. Yeah, any actor who will maintain what they're doing after hurting themselves has my like immediate level of respect. Obviously, um, I mean, I may hate the person. Like, I'm not a big fan of Tom Cruise as a person, but you know, I'll at least give props to his attempt at working hard on this. Because me personally, if I broke my ankle on a scene, I'd be done. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Just wrap it up. I'm gonna go to the hospital. We'll continue this when I'm better.
Oh, so I decided to look it up. Apparently, the Hellraiser Judgment movie that we were just talking about,
Uh-huh.
the film was planned to be released in 2017 with minimal marketing to avoid negative publicity, but was temporarily shelved. The film's release was not priority for Dimension until the fallout of the sexual abuse allegations involving the parent company co-founder Harvey Weinstein.
Hmm.
After which, the film was put back into post-production. It was ultimately distributed by Lionsgate Films through VOD and home media. It was going to get a theater release. It ended up getting released on video on demand last week.
Where it belongs.
Yep.
Where it belongs.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's move on to the next one, which I feel once again just utter indifference. We're just getting a lot of like meh movies.
The Cured.
Yeah.
The oh shit,
Ellen
what's her
Page
face?
zombie movie.
Ellen Page's, yeah.
Yeah, like
It seems like an interesting concept.
I like Ellen Page, but I don't know, maybe I'm just still part of the burnout here. I'm fucking tired of zombies.
Yeah, well the thing is that, like at first it seemed like an interesting concept. Oh, they've cured zombieism, but there's like a stigma, like a whole like, you know, like AIDS or like one of those things, stigma against it.
Right.
But then it turns into like a normal zombie movie.
Yeah. I don't know. This goes back to the indifference thing. I don't care. Ellen Page is a good actress. This does nothing for me. Maybe it'll be good. I don't know. But right now, just based on the trailer, just utter indifference.
Yeah, yeah. Um Ghost Stories, Bilbo Baggins hunts ghosts apparently.
Yeah. Um let's refer to the roller coaster on this one. Personally, like I like horror if it's done well, but if this doesn't seem that original to me. I don't know how to put it.
Yeah.
It's not
Well, it's the
interesting.
beginning of the year. We're getting a lot of film trailers that have come out, and
Yeah.
some of these might be good, some might be bad. That one, from what it looked like, it was getting a number of good reviews.
Right.
So who knows? It might actually be like original.
Right. Yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll be good. Sometimes trailers are not, indicative of what is actually happening. Trailers have ruined movies before, and vice versa situations. Movie bad, trailer good, movie bad, sort of deal.
Yeah.
So maybe this will be a good movie. I just, based off of the trailer, though, am going back to the indifference.
All right. Bad Samaritan.
Um, how to put it, is piqued my curiosity, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Right now, at this time, it's only piqued my curiosity. You've got my attention, you know?
Right? And yeah, I don't know. And David Tennant and like some guys were like, the guys were like, yeah, I was trying to rob him, but I saw you something even worse.
Yeah. By the way, David Tennant makes a really good villain. I don't know.
He's played a villain more often than a hero.
Yeah, like I saw him in Jessica Jones. He was really good in that. And then he's gonna be the villain in this. I don't know what it is. He makes a good villain. I don't think it's the British thing because that's kind of the like American movie default. Just something about the way he acts. He makes a good villain.
Yeah.
Now it's a person I
Keep
never.
going.
I was just saying now a person I will probably never want to meet. Be honest with you, you're gonna kill me, aren't you?
Eh. So my interest is peaked on this next one.
Yep.
More trailers for Pacific Rim 2.
How to put it? I am more interested in it now than I did previously, so it's definitely piqued my interest. It does look.
I loved the first one.
Yep.
I'm excited for this one.
And we get like how many mechs now? 4 or 5 mechs that are getting their asses stomped in this.
Well,
trailer.
the first one had a bunch of mechs too. But if the trailer's only showing us 5, it means we're gonna have way more in the movie.
Yes. And you're not gonna hear me fucking complain. It looks awesome. This trailer looks awesome.
Oh yeah. Blah 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 blah. Oh, and for a few of us who've been waiting so long for it, Super Troopers 2.
Yay! I remember them talking about
I need this right, meow.
Yeah. Alright, meow. I've been waiting for this for many years, meow. It's because after Super Troopers 1, there was rumors circulating like 3 years after it came out that they may make a sequel. And we waited for a long time, and I'm super excited. When does this movie come out?
I think later this year. Let me check. April.
Yay. I have something to look forward to this spring.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting Avengers. Don't get me wrong, that's something to look forward to. But just saying, Super Troopers 2. Come on now.
It's so great.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Linda Carter is playing the Vermont governor, Wonder Woman herself.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's good to see she's getting roles again. It was
right?
Like many, many years after Wonder Woman, you basically didn't see her in anything.
Did she guest star in the Wonder Woman movie? I hope she did. No, she didn't. I would have loved to have seen her have a guest role in the Wonder Woman movie.
Me too. But she does make a guest role on Supergirl as the president.
Sweet.
Yeah. The guys in the Arrowverse like to throw in the like throwbacks like that. Like they got the original actor from the 90s Flash series to make a few appearances. They've made all kinds of people have shown up. Mark Hamill has faced off against the Flash a few times.
Oh yeah, he plays the trickster.
Yep. And Mark Hamill plays a great villain. Once again.
Yeah, he does. So the next one on here, continuing on, I am honestly convinced that Sam Worthington isn't real because every movie he's been in has been like a super heavy CGI where he plays like a CGI character.
Right.
The Titan, which has him playing a CGI character like Avatar and Terminator Salvation.
This was an interesting concept until I felt like they were missing the original point of the movie. I don't know, it's weird, and we haven't seen it yet, so who knows, but they got in this whole point like, oh, we're running out of resources, we have like 10 years, we're gonna send superhumans into space.
Oh yeah, he was also in Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Again, another huge CGI fest.
It seems interesting, but I have a feeling I will not like it.
Oh my god, so I'm looking at his thing right now.
Uh-huh.
He was born in England.
Uh-huh.
He lives in Los Angeles, and his nationality is Australian.
Wait, what?
So he was born in England.
Okay.
Moved to Australia.
Okay.
And then now lives in America.
But if nationality, wouldn't that be where you're from.
Not
Like
always. Like,
where you're
it's weird
born.
on other like America's like the one weird place where your nationality is where you're born.
Mm, okay, fair enough. I don't know. There's some countries though. You just be like, you're that foreign guy. Like if I went to China,
Yes.
if I went to
So
China, I'd be that
he's
foreign guy.
he's a British-born Australian actor living in America.
Huh. There you go then. And it's
Obviously, he's not real.
yes. And obviously, he was made by the studio and then generated with the full background. You got those teams of writers. You can do that kind of thing, and you just CG him in every movie. There's just a guy in a green suit with a bunch of those bubbles. The screen cap bubbles, the motion cap. Excuse me, and that's who he is. That's Sam Worthington.
Makes sense to me. Next on here doesn't look very great, but I only added it because it has Hayden Christensen in it.
What happened to him?
The Last Man. I don't like storms. The water gets everywhere. It's moist and wet. You took her from me. I really hope he keeps a career and becomes like a Nick Cage like figure.
Oh, an overactor?
Yeah, just embellish with the overacting.
I'm okay with this. We could use a few more overactors in this world. It makes life worth living once in a while. You know? You get like the John Travoltas, the Nick Cages, the overacting kings, and we need just like one more, and the world will be better.
Yeah.
On a side note, you had mentioned this. I saw a trailer. It's not on the list. I'll mention this. There's a trailer called like Hurricane Heist from the director of the original Fast and Furious and Triple X movies, and it looks terrible. Someone's attempting a heist for like $16 billion in the middle of a hurricane. And
I mean, how else would you make a heist? I mean, that makes perfect sense to me.
and we're not talking a normal hurricane. At least from the way they show it, it's like the Poseidon level bad. You remember the Poseidon, the natural disaster movie from like the 70s? Or Perfect Storm?
Yes.
Okay, Perfect Storm. You might know that one.
Yes.
What?
Yes. I know all those. I know Poseidon, actually. Poseidon's not bad.
Yeah.
The original Poseidon's not bad. It's like a bunch of Hollywood, like 70s celebrities, but it's not bad.
Yeah. But basically, it's just like, it's that level bad hurricane, and they're attempting a heist. I was like, how about the next day? Huh, guys? Huh? Maybe not, I mean, maybe you're like junkies for adrenaline. Me personally, like, I don't care about that. I want the money. I don't know. It looks stupid. Check it out.
Yeah. All right. Got a couple. Going back to some superhero stuff. The new Deadpool 2 trailer with Cable.
Yeah, I'm on board. No.
I went from kind of I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan to sweet Cable. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah. You had me. I was like, I was already gonna watch this, but now I'm gonna go out of my way to watch.
I mean, I was gonna watch it too, but now I'm going. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go to where I want to watch it.
I'm actually gonna. I don't like going to theaters. I'm actually gonna force myself to go to theater to watch this, just so I don't have to wait like 3 months for the DVD.
I actually like going to theaters. It's one of those things where I feel I pay more attention to the movie when I'm in the theaters than if I'm watching it at home.
Well, like, see, when I'm at home, if I'm watching a movie, I don't because I don't do the put stuff on the side and as background noise.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do.
I got to the point where I stopped doing that because you tend to enjoy whatever it is less. Like, you really like this song or this band, you put it on the background, you're going to hear it all the time. You're not going to enjoy it as much as if you only hear it once in a while.
Oh.
It's a treat, basically. I do the same thing for like movies and shows. If I'm going to watch it, I put my attention to it. It's full. I do not put it on the background.
I've got so much crap to do that I have to, or
Yeah.
I'm not going to get anything done.
Yeah, I kind of get that. But I'm also, like I said, I sanction off the times of the day. So even if I'm like editing the podcast or working on other things I can't mention currently, then I try and stay focused. I may play music in the background when I'm like writing or something, but that's just because it gets me in a mood to write. I generally don't try to put anything on the background just for the sake of background noise, though.
Oh, I have. If I don't have background noise, I can't focus.
Fair enough. And
Next sequel on here, Jurassic World 2.
I don't want to say like it's how to put this.
I really, despite its many glaring flaws,
Yeah.
my inner child absolutely loved Jurassic World.
I still need to see it. It's really.
I loved it, and I was really annoyed because there was people behind me who were like, "Oh, that movie sucked." I'm like, "God damn it, you fucking piece of shit!" It wasn't designed to be perfect. There's a fucking T-Rex in there that saves the day.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, I just want to point out, like if you're gonna point any plot in any of the movies, how about we go back to the very first one? And why would you clone a T-Rex? But that's
Because
just
it's
me.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool, but not logical if you're trying to run a farm or not a farm. Just give me a zoo. Now I
Well,
let that
people
go
want
because
no.
it
It
was
is. It is
awesome.
logical for a zoo because what dinosaurs are people gonna want to fucking see?
Dude, okay, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest here, at this point in my life, because my birthday was just on the 11th of February, by the way, at this point in my life, if dinosaurs were real again, I don't care if the T Rex exists or not. Dinosaurs are real again. That's all I care about. Because, Brian, dinosaurs would be real again.
I know they would be, but the T-Rex is my favorite dinosaur.
T Rex is everybody's favorite dinosaur.
If it's not your favorite, well, I mean, some people like the Stegosaurus or the Triceratops.
Screw
I
it,
mean, they're
okay.
not.
Triceratops is pretty cool, but screw the Stegosaurus.
I mean, I'm not saying they're right, but yeah. Nah, but still, T-Rex. Like, if any dinosaur would be brought back to life, it should be the T-Rex.
You hear me out here? Megalodon.
Well, that's not a dinosaur,
No,
and
still pretty
didn't live in. Huh?
I would say it's still pretty bitchin'. I mean,
Yeah. Also, we found out recently that the megalodon actually is not closely related to the great white. Great white at all. They just filled similar niches.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
okay, how about the
Yeah.
giant scorpions?
Would those even live? Be able to? Eh.
It would have been.
Bring back something.
They weren't Jurassic. I think they were like.
They're pre-Durat. They're like
They were like
Denovian.
Paleo, I think. Like I don't think.
Well, I think it's Denovian. Giant sea scorpions, which aren't even like actual scorpion. Eurypterids were Silurian, Denovian, and Carboniferous, and the Permian. So like right before dinosaurs.
or the giant snake that was at the length of a bus. That would be pretty awesome too.
They look the last Eurypterids looked very much like horseshoe crabs.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right then. We got off
Another
track.
sequel we didn't ask for.
Yeah.
Speaking of ocean creatures, we're on an ocean creature kick. We might as well go to the next one.
as well. Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea 2.
Um,
Because one, we've got ocean creatures. Two, we've got people fucking with like genetics. And three, why are you fucking with these sharks' genetics?
Okay. I want to refer back to the coaster, the roller coaster of indifference, right? And on the roller coaster of indifference, we've dipped into the down section now. We're no longer plateauing or going up, we've gone down. I have literally no care about this whatsoever, other than I think, I could be wrong, it looks like Cress Williams, who plays Black Lightning, may be the scientist, because he's a pretty good actor, but I honestly sitting here going, I don't care. Who would want this?
I mean, the last one was a terrible movie, but it was great. Like, it was one of those great, like, terrible movies.
So bad it's good.
Yeah.
We need a new term for that, by the way. So bad it's good.
Yeah.
Sobago?
Sobago.
It's a Sobago.
I mean, it has that thing where, like, fuck, shit. Why is my brain not working? Samuel L. Jackson. Sorry, I couldn't remember his name. Gives this like speech about like, we need to fight these sharks, and then the shark comes up and eats him.
Yeah, I remember that. That was in the trailer. I was like, that's probably the only good part of the movie, ain't it?
It's the best part of the movie, and they're doing Mako sharks, and the new one they're doing it on bull sharks.
Yeah.
Which are even more deadly than Mako sharks.
Yeah.
It's direct to video. Sweet. Oh
Yeah.
wait, it started filming in 2008.
Wow. It took them
It'll be
10 years to
released.
release it.
It'll be released on Sci-Fi.
Of course it's gonna be released. I think going back to the bad movie route is that what's going on. We're like,
Yeah.
we've been too successful lately with shows like Magician, you know? We need to go back to our roots of bad B movies. Fuck. Sci-fi, get your shit together.
Oh man. All right. And got one more movie on here. Rampage, the next trailer, which went from my last. If you don't remember my opinion on the last one, it wasn't that high.
Yeah.
This one looks like it could actually be pretty fun.
I dipped down.
Why does the wolf fly?
Yeah. I like the Rock's response. Of course the wolf flies. Like, thank you, Rock. That would be me in that situation.
What I'm liking is that they're not actually from the first one. It's like, oh, they're gonna try to like kind of pay attention. No. They're going completely in the opposite direction of the game.
Yeah.
And I have to applaud them for that. It's like, all right, you know what? You could have like half-assed it and tried to like make it similar to the game, but no, you're going the complete 180.
Yeah, you're doing your own thing, just inspired by it, which I'm actually okay with, believe it or not.
Yeah, same here.
I'd rather someone get some inspiration from something and the movie turns out to be good on its own, rather than trying to actually pull from whatever the subject is and then make a terrible adaptation. Super Mario Brothers. I don't know. Like I like Rock's response, because that's honestly that would be me in that situation. If I saw a flying wolf, I'd be like, of course the wolf flies. But it dipped down just a bit, because now it's like this kind of looks fairly. There wasn't enough. How to put it? It seems fairly standard so far.
Yeah.
And just
I mean, I'll probably catch it on like later, but I probably won't go out and see it.
Yeah. It's kind of like on my DVR right now, I have Batman v Superman. I might finally watch it because it's already there.
I saw that in theaters. It was a waste of money.
I would imagine it would be. That's the reason why I didn't see it.
No, it seems like one of those movies where like I would, if I caught it on TV, I wouldn't immediately change the channel.
Yeah, but you wouldn't seek it out on like DVD or something.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I haven't seen this. I guess I'll watch this. Cool.
Yeah, like you're perusing through like TBS or TNT or whatever, and like there it is on TV.
There's a special category of movies I have that I call hotel movies.
Yeah.
Where you're in a hotel room and you're just looking to the channel and you end up on something on like TBS or TNT because for some reason hotel cable packages only have 5 channels.
Yeah.
And like the Ghostbusters remake was like that for me. It's like, you know what? It wasn't an awful movie. I wouldn't go out of my way to rewatch it, but if I encountered it on like a TV and it was my only option, I wouldn't turn the channel.
Do you know I've never actually seen the remake?
It's okay.
And if I'm going to be perfectly honest, it's because, and I know this is almost like a taboo in the nerd world, I was not the biggest fan of the original movies.
It's harmless. That's all I have to say is it's harmless. It's
okay.
It's okay. It's not great. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great. And it's one of those movies that, like, if I encountered it and there's something better on, I'll sit through it and watch it again.
Yeah, I guess.
Independence Day is also like that for me.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat for that one. And it's like, well, I mean, nothing's else on. I loved the movie when I was a kid. Now, as an adult, I was like, well, you know, there's nothing else on. I could watch this. I have a similar list. I just call it like the nothing is on list. That's how Battlefield Earth used to be that way for me until I realized how bad of a movie it was, and now it's on my banned list.
Ugh. All right. So, moving on, we got some trailers for TV shows. Well, technically, this is a TV show. Speaking of TV shows, I also Star Wars Rebels came back, and I didn't realize it, so I'm gonna have to catch up on that.
There is no fear in this dojo.
There is no fear in this dojo. There is no pain in this dojo. There is no weakness in this dojo. The return of Cobra Kai. Because if you actually follow the rules and stuff, what's his face cheated?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember the actor's name, Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Danny.
Yeah, Danny. Danny technically cheated because the crane kick is not a legal move in karate or a kung fu tournament. So he technically
Yeah.
cheated. But I mean, they're giving us. I thought they were gonna do like a parody sort of thing and just bring back like Billy Zabka and Ralph Macchio. But no, like this is gonna be an honest attempt at an actual series. So I'm behind it. Believe it or not, I was a bit shocked it wasn't a joke.
Right?
So I mean, and good for Billy because he hasn't worked in a while.
No, he has not.
And to be fair, neither has Ralph. They both haven't really worked in a while.
Well, he was like, how old was Ralph Macchio?
I want to say it was like
Is
7.
61. When did that movie come out?
Oh, it was in like 83, 84, I want to say.
84. Came out in 1984.
Yep.
Oops. God damn it. God damn it. Stupid thing. 84. He was 23 when that movie came out.
Really?
He's actually 4 years older than Ralph Macchio is 4 years older than Billy Zabka.
Huh.
Yeah.
So Billy Zabka was 19 at the airing of the original.
Yep.
Okay. All right then. But no, this looks like an honest attempt. So I may actually get YouTube Red enough to finish this series.
I do have YouTube Red for various reasons, but I will probably watch it when it comes out. I also need to watch the Poppy show because I fucking love Poppy, but that's another subject for another day.
I'm really bad with the names of it, but it's they co-host Good Mythical Morning. They have
their show was alright. I need to watch the new season. I watched the first season, thought it was good. I need to watch the second season.
Buddy System, I think is the name of the series.
Yeah, the Buddy System.
Yeah, I need to check that one out because I actually like their show, Good Mythical Morning.
It's not a bad show.
Although I am severely behind. Next on the list,
I am too.
do you remember? Okay, so let's refer to this roller coaster, and this is the last time I'm going to use it because now that it's getting old. It's the new sci-fi series based off of Superman's grandfather.
Oh yeah, Krypton.
And it sounds boring as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could have done Jor-El. Jor-El was pretty interesting. I know they don't really cover Superman's dad that much, but what they have is, like, he was a pretty interesting guy. They could have done that. It would have been subsequently more interesting than what we got here. But there we go. We have it. And this does not feel like it needs to be a thing.
Right.
Maybe that's just me, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look all that, like, I don't know. It looks kind of meh.
Maybe it'll be good. But honestly, if I'm going to watch a show about Kryptonians, how about we actually get the superpowers? That would have been pretty awesome. Just saying.
It looks like we'll be getting a Doomsday, a Hawkgirl, and a Brainiac.
But Hawkgirl is an alien that reincarnates every... What?
Yeah. Yeah, no, Hawkgirl is an alien that reincarnates every time they die. Hawkman and Hawkwoman are supposed to be always fall in love, and they always die, and they always get reincarnated as lovers.
Right. Except for the time where...
Unless they're aliens.
Yeah. Also, she slept with Jon Stewart.
Yes.
They have a kid, and he's canon in the comic books.
Yep. And last show, there's a new Stargate show coming out. I put that on there because I know other people love Stargate. I don't really watch Stargate. This looks like Stargate meets, I don't know, Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't care. Just whoop-de-doo. I know there are Stargate fans out there, and for me, every series, like, how to put it, Stargate was a show, much like the movies we had talked about, where it's on, nothing else is on, so I'll watch it. But there are, like, legit fans of it. In fact, I know a few. But this, I don't care.
And then we've got a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3. Your grandkids might be able to play
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's gonna be released 2018. Uh-huh.
I'm not holding my breath.
I do not believe until this game is on the shelves. And that's
Even then, I wouldn't believe it.
no, my friend. When I say shelves, I mean the shelf where my games are currently at, as it's already in my possession. I will not fully believe that. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna launch this game, and like the day before, actually, we're gonna postpone it. Like we did, like, sorry, it's been like 10 years, roughly, since
Yeah,
the last
it's been a
game.
while. And then finally on trailer talk, sort of, kinda. They actually did the full trailer for Dundee, and yeah, it is a advertisement for Australia, and I really want to go to Australia.
You know what? I did not need this trailer. Actually, it's advertisement. Excuse me. I did not need this advertisement to make me want to go to Australia. I already wanted to go to Australia. You know, the problem remains I don't have the money to go to Australia.
I could probably save up the money to go to Australia. I don't want to go by myself.
That is fair. I'm the same boat. My friends are like, we should go to Japan. I'm like, I'm not going by myself.
Yeah.
And Australia is on my list of places I want to go to. But I'm like, I'm not going by myself.
So it's Japan. Japan and Australia are both on ones I want to go to.
Oh,
So you think we're done with trailer talk?
yeah, we're done with trailer talk. Let's move on
All right, we're
to
done with trailer talk. There's one other
news.
thing that's not a trailer that I do want to talk about.
What's that?
Is the net I found okay, so Matt Groening is working on a Netflix show called Disenchantment,
Yeah, I think
which I went from like, oh, that seems okay. That seems like I'd watch that. I like the stuff he puts out until I found out something else.
mm-hmm.
Bill Oakley and Josh Weinstein are back together to be the showrunners and producers of that show.
Nice.
So it went from being like, oh, I'd watch that to, oh shit, I have to watch that.
Right.
Because they did Mission Hill. They were, as I said earlier, the best writers, in my opinion, the best writers The Simpsons ever had, and the best showrunners The Simpsons ever had.
Mm.
So it went from being like, oh, I'd watch that. That looks kind of cool to, oh shit, I need to watch that.
Yeah, I think we talked about that on one of our like early episodes. The
We
series
did.
of
We
yeah.
did. We mentioned about it. We just Matt Groening, but now that they've announced that Bill Oakley and Josh Weinstein are part of it, I'm just like, ah. I also found out that Bill Oakley lives in Portland.
Oh well, there you go then. Turns
I need to
out,
find out where he lives and stalk him.
it's like, hey,
No, wait, I shouldn't do that. That's against the law. Don't stalk your fans, especially after. I'll get to the next one on there. Do not stalk your fans. I shouldn't be joking about
yeah,
this. We'll get
don't,
to that later on the news.
yeah, don't stalk. If you're a fan of something, you can admire from afar. It's fine. It's fine.
By stalking, I want to hit him up, maybe, and just maybe grab a bite to eat, a cup of coffee.
Yeah, or
That's
maybe
what I would love to do. I would love to be able to like meet up with him, and get like a cup of coffee with him or something.
well, like I have often said, is like if I ever saw a celebrity I actually admire, which really I don't admire many, but if I did, the very most I would want personally, because I'm a human, I don't like to bother people, would be like, hey, how about a selfie from a guy who doesn't like selfies? I really don't like selfies, but even if I were like, hey, look, there's Bruce Willis, I'm like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Because that would be fucking
Oh
awesome.
shit! Look who I met. Oh, sweet kind of deal.
Yeah, that's my point. I was like, check this out. This will never happen to me again.
Yeah. All
Aside,
right.
go ahead.
No, keep going. I was gonna bring us into the next segment.
No, yeah, go ahead. Start.
So, Michael Fassbender and Arnold Schwarzenegger are going to be in the Kung Fury feature film, which I like them as actors. My is with the film itself,
Also, on a side note, we're getting a Kung Fury future feature film.
which to me I loved the original Kung Fury,
Uh
but I
huh.
feel making it into a feature film with Hollywood money is going to like take a lot of the charm away from it.
The only reason why I don't think that in this case is because nowadays producers are realizing that if there's something with a fan base, is to not touch what the fans like too much. They're finally wising out to it. You know, that's they had dipped their hands in people's fan bases before, and they turned the movie was bad,
I
just
hope
bad.
so with this one. I hope they keep the schlocky, poorly developed charm.
Yeah, overactive or overacting. Excuse me.
I've
Uh,
disarmed you.
yeah. Or like, I'm gonna send you through the past through the internet.
I'm in
Uh,
the Viking Age.
yeah. I like how like cheesy bad it is
It's
because it's
so
meant to be.
great.
Yeah, it's meant to be cheesy bad, so that's an A plus in my book. Um,
And you know what? I like Michael Fassbender. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it'll be. I like the people they have on board are all right. I'm just worried it's gonna become
but
Hollywood.
but are we getting David Hasselhoff back? Because he
Oh,
did do that music video for the original video. Are we getting? Sorry, excuse me. It's not David Hasselhoff. He got rid of the hassle. Now it's just David Hoff. Um,
I don't think that. I think we will. I don't think there's any reason not to get him.
he's like the epitome of the overacting '80s star. Please bring him back, Kung Furry. Kung Furry?
Kung Fu.
Kung Furry?
We don't have Rom on
Yeah,
here
I'm
to
wrong on here.
fill us in on
Yeah.
that.
Please, Rob, tell us what Kung Furry is.
Oh. All right, let's move on. Let's move on before we lose it. Apparently Wesley Snipes is open to the possibility of Blade 4.
No.
The question is, does the world need a Blade 4?
No. You lost me at Trinity. I'm sorry. Like, 2 was watchable, and then Trinity was like, no. I like Wesley Snipes as an actor. Just, no, we don't need a Blade 4. No, I'm
You
good.
need a Blade 4?
We don't need a
No
Blade
Blade
4.
4?
No. Especially since, well, he does look pretty good for a guy his age. That's what I'm pointing out. I don't know if you've seen the current picture of Wesley Snipes. The dude's still pretty old, and Blade can't age. That's what I'm pointing
Prison
out.
treated him well.
Apparently, surprisingly, but I think it was a white collar prison, so it just like
Ah,
yeah, it's
he was
not
a black man in a white collar prison.
yeah. Well, remember he was just there for tax evasion.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
uh, no, I'm good. We don't. If we're gonna get Blade, how we get an MCU Blade? Get a new
I
Blade.
would be fine for a reboot
No,
of Blade with
fuck.
Wesley Snipes.
No, wait, fuck that. Hold on.
I didn't say he would be playing Blade. I just want him to be in there.
Fair enough. Um, Netflix new series, the Blade series. There you go.
Yeah.
If they're gonna, because if they're bringing their tier twos, which I mean, I like some of their tier twos. Like Luke Cage is still one of my favorite just heroes in general because he's awesome.
Bring in
Bring
bring
in,
in Blade.
bring in
Bring in
Blade.
Moon Knight.
I stand by my Ghost Rider. I like the idea of a Ghost Rider series.
Ooh. So you know they did Defenders? Do a new version of Defenders, but it's all like mystical heroes. And you can have the crossover with I hate I'm saying this. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. You can have the crossover with Iron Fist being the crossover character.
Yeah, because he does kind of fit in the mystical, so you can just like he starts the Mystic Defenders or something. Ooh, that actually does.
Yeah, he could be the crossover character, and it's all like this. So you have like Moon Knight, Ghost Rider,
Ooh,
Blade.
on a side note,
Um,
Mystic Defenders sounds like an awesome hero team name. Sorry.
right?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Or they can bring in some of like the minor Doctor Strange side-alone characters.
You can have like Brother Voodoo.
Brother, yeah. Because you can easily, if you could do Mystic Defenders, you could easily bring in somebody from Doctor Strange's group.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because that's kind of their thing, as you know.
Make references to Doctor Strange as you're going through it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I want that to be a thing now. Mystic Defender sounds awesome. Sorry.
Right?
I'm fanboying a little bit at the idea of just like a bunch of these cool heroes in what sounds like the coolest superhero team name ever. Moving on from that, though.
Chris Columbus is going to be directing a Five Nights at Freddy's movies because, of course, that's a thing.
No, I reject this bit of idiocy. This doesn't need to be a movie. It was barely a game. I mean, it had interesting lore, but the games themselves like look left, look right, look at the camera, change which camera.
But how else will Matt Pat? What else will Matt Pat do?
I mean, that is a fair point. he's pretty much built his entire game theory at this point just based off of different FNAFs.
That's all I know about FNAF is through his videos.
I have liked his stuff before that. That's just what made him really super popular was those like fan theories for, Five Nights at Freddy's. But I don't. This didn't need to be a movie. It's maybe a comic. Maybe.
Yeah, there's a book already.
Yeah, well, like background. Like if you do the.
You know what would work?
Hmm.
Like a YouTube Red show.
Well, like hear me out here. I could see this working under one condition: if it is a prequel to the series. Because they talk about like the Man in Purple, who killed the kid, so on and so forth. That could be a movie. But the actual Fred, I was forgetting name, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria shit they had in the game would not be a good movie.
No, it wouldn't.
So
it'll probably end up being your standard like shock horror. Oh, jump scare, because that's what that game is built upon.
Yeah, but in that you knew what you were getting. That's the difference. And this one's like this doesn't. The last one barely had a plot. Why? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna stop being angry.
Yeah.
The next one. These next two are actually kind of technically related.
Yes, I am 100% for one of these.
And so there's a new Joker movie coming out because that. Why did we need it?
Which I didn't realize was a thing. I also didn't realize it cast Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker.
I didn't know why we needed a Joker movie, but
But if we can get Tommy Wiseau in there.
Which, by the way, he wants to put in his bid for.
I don't care what role he plays. If you can get Tommy Wiseau in a Joker movie, I'm 100% down for that movie, and we'll go see it.
I'm going to kill you, Batman.
No. What I want him to be is here's my idea for his character, because it's a Joker origin story. Maybe he's like one of Joker's henchmen, or maybe he's like the original like the guy that the Joker's a henchman to, and then the Joker becomes the villain. And he's just like, I'm a weirdo. Oh, hi, Batman.
Or one of the Joker stand-ins, when he goes around starting off as what was the name of the character? Red Hood. So he goes around at the beginning as like Red Hood, and then you find someone stops Red Hood, turns out to be with Tommy Wiseau pretending to be Red Hood. I'd be cool with that.
I would too. I like Tommy Wiseau.
So they got Joaquin Phoenix to play the Joker. I still feel like there doesn't need to be a Joker movie, but apparently I'm in the minority for this.
No.
Because they're keeping Jared Leto for the rest of it, and it's why? Why would you? I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get angry.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. And there's apparently going to reboot the cinematic Transformers universe.
Good. Just good.
Yeah.
Marky Mark chose the wrong career decision there. Shia LaBeouf chose the wrong career. I don't even like Shia LaBeouf. He chose the wrong career decision there. Sorry.
Well, it's now Marky Mark.
I know. That's not Marky Mark. Did they announce who their human lead is going to be?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
So, though, to be honest, the Bumblebee movie doesn't look awful from everything I've heard of it. It's been tainted too much.
Okay, but when are we getting the Beast Wars movie?
20 years from now.
Damn it.
You know what they should do with Beast Wars?
Huh.
Is I want to see somebody just go in and completely redo all the CGI for Beast Wars with modern CGI.
Please do it. They can keep the
Like,
voices.
I love that. Yeah, no, keep all the voices, keep all that stuff, but redo the CGI, because have you watched Beast Wars lately?
The CG does not hold up.
It's a great show. It's well written, but oh my god, do my eyes bleed.
Yeah, no, like it was cool when we were kids because like how many 3D shows were around? Almost none.
Reboot and Beast Wars.
Reboot and Beast Wars, yeah.
Which were made by the same studio.
Yeah.
And, Canada.
Oh, Canada. It's not my home and native land. No, Canada's pretty cool.
True nation song. Keep going.
It's just it'd be kind of cool to have Beast Wars back. They could bring it back and just update the CG, and maybe instead of having Transformers back, because I don't feel like they've made a good series for that in a long time, they could just have Beast Wars. Beast Wars, anybody? Beast Wars remake? Or Beast Machines? Remember the Beast, because there was a sequel?
Beast Machines wasn't as great.
No, no, it wasn't. But at least it was, in the same vein. They kept it to what they were doing. And
And so while we're on the tangent of Fox Kids Saturday morning TV shows,
yay!
a first for Power Rangers, they're adapting an older Sentai series instead of the most recent one.
Yeah, I'm confused on how they plan to do this. Is it going to be like gradient like it was back in the days? So even the non-Power Ranger scenes are going to be gradient? Because they got the American actors that...
Well, but the most recent ones, they actually just get the costumes and stuff. They just, what happens is I think the Japanese one films it, and then they send them over to the US, and then they film their stuff.
Okay. But that goes back to, if they're using an older one, are they going to use the same... My question is, are you using the same film quality? I guess is my question.
This looks like they're pulling one from 2012, so it's not that old.
Oh.
It's just not the most recent. What Power Rangers has been doing is they pulled like the most recent one, so it's not like a super old one, but they are doing one of the ones they skipped.
Damn it. I was hoping for one of the old Sentai shows.
I would love to see the old Sentai ones. That'd be great.
Okay, so we need to start our own Power Rangers-like show where we steal the action scenes from an old Sentai series, and we are obviously.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go Kamen Rider.
Look, I'm just saying. Hear me out here. We will not fit the body types for those characters, but we'll just explain it's part of their morphin power, whatever their morphin power may be.
Have you seen? Okay, so one of the more recent Kamen Rider movies, because they always do a movie in between series.
Right.
Sagata Sanshiro, or whatever his actor's name is, the original Kamen Rider, came back, playing himself. He is not as fit as he used to be. It's great. He's a little paunchy, and he still fits in, like he goes into the costume, but you can tell he's a little paunchy in the costume.
Oh, sorry. I like that, but I was listening to the throwback because if you remember, I know this is a deep cut apparently, unless you grew up around the times. But remember Power Rangers Turbo? How they had a kid in their group for some reason.
Yeah.
He somehow grew like 6 inches, like 4 inches whenever he morphed. I like the concept of it, just like we steal that footage from the old Sentai show, and we're obviously not the same body type, but apparently when we morph, we turn into that fit, like power armor looking set for some reason. I'd like inconsistencies like that.
Yeah. Now staying in Japan, SAO is garbage. Seriously, it's garbage. Stop it. Okay, you know what? No. Okay, Netflix is not interested in whitewashing a live-action SAO. Why are you making a live-action SAO, Netflix? Stop it.
2 things. I actually disagree with you. I actually like SAO.
It is garbage, and you're wrong for liking it. It is a terrible anime. The only thing that's going for it is it's pretty.
No, I'm going to disagree with you, but that's a podcast episode for another day. The other one is I actually don't feel like they need to make a live action. I'm gonna agree with you. We don't need a live action series for this. We don't. There's no need for that. I mean, it's cool they're not whitewashing it. They didn't do like.
No. That's cool. But the entire thing of that was just like, God damn it, SAO is garbage. Stop liking it.
I should like SAO, mostly because they touch on things that a lot of animes at the time don't touch on, like how people react to being stuck in a video game for a year and a half. I actually think it was 2 years. I could be wrong about that. They cover a lot of the human side of it. That's the part I liked about it. Because a lot of animes are just fluff. Just fluff or gore. Either it's really horribly fluffy or just like, look how much blood we can produce. Look at all the blood.
Yeah. Well, going from garbage to less garbage. Of course, the Persona 5 is getting its anime, just like every other Persona.
I'm cool with this. I like Persona 5.
And when the anime comes out is when we actually get the canon name of the protagonist.
Finally! Because my latest character's name was You Him. I got really tired of people referring to my character as him or you, so I just named him You Him. Screw you, lazy game writing. Pardon me. So, I'm looking forward to this, believe it or not, because last year for me, like the standout game was Persona 5. This was my first Persona game, And most of the games last year I thought were, well, honestly, garbage. Um, there was not a lot of games I liked for 2017, but this one was actually a good game. So an animated series, I'm behind. You got me.
Yeah, yeah. No, I still need to play it.
It is a good game.
I hear it's a good game. I want to play it. Blah, blah, blah. Speaking of games, let's get on to that bit of news. Mafia 3 developer hit with major layoffs.
You know, this one I'm not surprised at, mostly because they only release a very limited amount of games with large time between each game. So
Yeah.
they're basically, I hate to say, go with the EA platform of releasing as much games as you can, because they're pretty much EA's go-to is sports games. But
It's in the game.
yeah, produce more than like once every 5 years, guys. I understand you can only have so many crew, but try putting some more money out there.
Yeah. It doesn't bode well for the release of Mafia 3 though.
Oh, it's already out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
I have it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Where was I when it came out?
I don't know.
I should stop doing drugs.
Oh, those darn drugs you do.
Yeah, don't do drugs. Speaking of drugs, Stardew Valley multiplayer beta is coming out in spring. I am super excited for this.
Yes.
Fucking, it was my like not last year, but the year before last. It was my favorite game of that year. I have a number of people that I can't wait to play with.
I'm looking forward to this.
I am too. But it's gonna be such a waste of like time. It's a good waste of time.
Oh yeah.
Which um, it's I'm gonna go on a tangent here, but I just got last weekend I got the new expansion for Civ 6, Rise and Fall.
Right.
I spent 22 hours playing that game straight.
Jeez.
Well, not straight. I played from about 12 hours, fell asleep, and played for another 10 hours.
See, if I play any more than 16. No.
It's a time sink, and that's how Stardew Valley is too. And you know what both Stardew Valley and Civ have in common that makes them such time sinks?
What's that?
Just one more day, just one more turn. Just one more day, just one more turn. Just one more day, just one more turn.
Something could happen the next day. Something could happen the next day, or something. I need to finish this the next turn.
I'm just gonna play the next. I'm just gonna play to the next day. All right, I'm just gonna go one more day.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go one more day.
Damn you, Stardew Valley! No, actually, don't. Concerned Ape, I actually like your game. I'm not damning it. It's fun.
It is an amazing game,
Yeah.
and more people need to play it.
I can't wait for multiplayer. Sadly, I have very few friends who play that game.
I play it. Ron plays it. I know a lot of people who play it.
Woo! And the next one,
Crash got a remake, so why not Spyro?
yeah. I guess.
I'm fine with it. If I had a PS4, I would pick it up.
I'm not against it. That's the best way to put it. I'm not against it. I was against I was against the Crash one.
Yeah, but like, you know what? I would pick up the Crash one too, because it's like, oh, nostalgia.
Yeah, but like updated nostalgia, so it's prettier.
I'm fine with that. If you don't remember how the original Spyro looked, it was actually the original Spyro actually had something that was remarkable at the time of swapping out low res figures of their things from a distance, so you can actually like look out across the field and see things in the distance. And what the game would do is swap out the lower res version for the high res one when you got closer.
Oh yeah, at the time it came out, it was it was genius. It actually helped create one of the first good open world games at the time.
It was a good open world 3D platformer.
Yeah, because the engine was a good idea. We still kind of use that today, actually. If you go play like Fallout 4 or like Skyrim as an example, which is like the king of open world games at this point, you can, if you stare at them, they're actually at a low resolution until you get closer, and the resolution gets better, unless you're moving super fast.
Yeah. which if you're like me, you're charging everywhere, so you are moving super fast.
And then in Skyrim, I've beaten it so many times. I just mod stuff now. So
Hmm.
boots are quick movement. Sometimes I'll just run like run like lightning.
And speaking of games that want to play, DBZ Fighters, first DLC characters revealed. Guess who they are?
The overhyped Brawly and Bardock.
Yep, the two characters that everybody wants that aren't all that great.
Well, like Bardock, I felt like had potential if he had long as a obviously as a character. If he had a longer run than a mention and a death, Brawly always felt like he was always too overhyped. Everyone's like, "Oh, Brawly is awesome." Like, really? I mean, is he
Yeah,
really
and
awesome?
he's no Dragon Ball Abridged does it perfectly. Oh my god, he's so cool, but so stupid.
I freaking love the abridged movie they did for that. Hi, my my name's Brawly. Are you strong?
Yeah. Oh my god, he's so cool, but so stupid.
I also liked how, because I one of the reasons I hated Brawly is because he hates Goku because he cried as a baby, and to me
Yeah,
that's fucking
yeah,
ridiculous.
it's super dumb.
But they make fun of it in such a good way. It's like, but he cried like a lot. I
Yeah.
loved it.
We've got a new going on to other news. We have a new minority teenage superhero from DC Comics.
Actually, I like the concept of this character. Believe it or
I
not,
do. I want to know more about his friend that goes to school wearing a Kigu.
that is a Kigu. What the hell's that?
The Kigurumi things.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
This looks good actually. The concept of his abilities are nice
Yeah.
because like he can like go in and out. He's basically like the DC version of what's his name, Nightcrawler, because he can move between like dimensions very quickly.
Yeah.
And like he goes to the Dark Realm, which is basically hell in DC. So
If you're not used to like he is, it smells like sulfur and makes you nauseous.
yeah. So I'm in favor of this. This sounds like a cool new concept. Um,
Um,
Good.
looks like his powers are like he has durability and super strength on top of that. So
And that's awesome. Sorry, I always get behind with super strength. That's like one of the coolest, most human abilities I can think of. Because
it
you're.
is a good ability.
And let's see, the next one here. I don't think this fits.
So yeah, going on to some toy stuff. There's a Barbie Tomb Raider.
I don't feel like that fits for for Laura Croft, not for Barbie. Barbie has done everything, but I find the concept of a doll of Laura Croft just not to work. I don't know why.
I'm okay with it for it seems like one of those things that a collector would want.
Mm.
Or it could also be the thing of I'm gonna buy my daughter a Barbie, so I'm gonna buy her the badass Barbie that I can.
I mean, fair, but I think I'd do Wonder Woman. I don't know. Maybe it's.
Well, maybe you have a collection of badass Barbie characters.
There you go. There you go, whoever makes Barbie dolls. That's your new line, what you could do. Unless
Wonder Woman, Laura Croft,
Sigourney Weaver's
I don't
characters in
know,
any of the.
Leia,
Weaver's characters in pretty much every movie she's been in.
Clarice from Silence of the Lambs.
Really? Oh,
I'd
okay.
put her in there. Yeah,
Oh, fair
she was
enough.
a badass.
Oh, okay. I mean, ooh, Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow.
Interesting. I like.
Yeah, just do a bunch of
Did you see the?
strong women characters.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Did you see the fake trailer that SNL did for the Black Widow movie?
Mm-mm.
So they were. I just Googled it sometime. It's pretty awesome. So it came out I think after Age of Ultron, and talking about how all the boys do this, the boys do that, but she needs to find her. And basically, they're treating it like a romantic comedy. The Black Widow movie is a romantic comedy.
Speaking of fake trailers, they did do a full Dundee trailer in on the Super Bowl that was like, yeah, it's totally a an advertisement for to travel to Australia.
Yeah, I already want to go to Australia. Damn it.
Yeah, yeah, so do I. It's on my list of places I really want to go to.
I, I don't have enough money for how many places I want to go to. Uh,
True. And also, what was happening this week? Um, Toy Fair was happening.
hmm.
And as somebody who likes action figures, we've got a bunch of new Star Wars toys, some Marvel toys, Transformers, um, the new line of the Star Wars Black Series with Solo figures, the Vintage Collection, the new Millennium Falcon. Um, but yeah, they've released the first, I think, Toy Fair. This is all the Hasbro stuff from Toy Fair, so I'm sure other stuff will come out.
Right.
An Ant-Man and Wasp, some Black Panther stuff.
Oh, there was one trailer we did forget to mention way back in Trailer Talk. Ant-Man and Wasp.
We talked about that last week.
We did?
Yeah.
Well, my memory is shite. All right, moving on.
Not last week, week before last, but yeah, we talked about that one in depth, and I'm excited for it.
I've made my opinion clear.
Yeah. Bunch of Marvel Legends toys. There's a new set of Transformers toys with a new movie. But yeah, Toy Fair is coming on, so I think it's going on still. Like, not a lot of them have been. Yeah. Uh, there's going to be more Toy Fair stuff happening later on.
Cool.
Um, there's a new Iron Man Hulkbuster set that's getting like an actual one where you can fit the Iron Man one inside him.
Okay, that is pretty cool, actually.
Jurassic World, a new Lego Hogwarts.
They're gonna drill that one to the death, aren't they?
Of course.
How about
Oh my god, those look crazy. They're dinosaurs, but they're also cars. Thanks, Hot Wheels.
what? Let's back up.
Hold on, I will send you the link.
Actually, I think that was like a thing when we were younger. Are they bringing it
Yeah,
back?
it was. Yeah, it was. It totally was.
What?
And I will say that this Hogwarts does look like a cool Lego set. It's just Harry Potter's overrated. Yeah, come at me.
No.
Come at me.
Like, I actually like Harry Potter, but
I do too, but it's overrated.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if I were J.K. Rowling, I would probably start producing other. I don't want to say Harry Potter books, but books based around that same universe. You know.
Yeah. Like my favorite, my favorite Harry Potter movie was Fantastic Beasts because it had nothing to do with Harry Potter.
Movie? None. I like none of the movies.
I don't like the movies. I don't like the Harry Potter movies. They're not great. But I didn't mind Fantastic Beasts because it brought me something the books already didn't, and it expanded the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying about like producing books. So you get these other writers out there, right? And of course she has to read it first. But if she likes it, then she can just kind of basically George Lucas it. Just kind of green thumb it, you know, like, hey, this is fine, this is canon. And you just do like side stories, you know. You don't write Harry's journey, but you can write other people's journey through the wizarding world of Harry Potter. So it'd be like, oh, there's Jeff, the wizard from Michigan. Or
well,
that's
like what this was. Fantastic Beast was wizarding stuff in turn of the century United States.
Yeah. That's
and I'm like, that's great.
Yeah, that's why I'm cool with that. They're also making another movie I heard about.
It's a sequel.
Yeah, okay.
Because, of course. That's also news. I forgot about that.
What's that?
Bandai America no longer has the Power Rangers license.
What? Who has a Power Rangers license now?
Hasbro.
Whoa.
And you know what I want from them? Power Rangers action figures in the same scale as G.I. Joe.
Right.
And actually transforming Megazords.
I don't think they're going to be able to do that one.
No, are you fucking kidding me?
Like, are you talking about where you basically they're just Transformers that you combine? Kind
of
like Voltron style? Oh,
because it's Hasbro.
Yeah. Well,
I want and actually when they're transformed, I want them to be articulate instead of like all. Have you ever messed with like a Megazord? They're always like super straight legged and they like have no articulation.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're getting at now. I thought you were talking like Like you press a button, they literally like combine or something. It's like I don't think
Oh, no,
that
no,
would
no, no, no,
work.
no, no. I want like Transformers quality Megazords where they
Oh,
actually transform and have articulation and stuff.
gotcha. Actually, would be a bit better because I remember the Megazord toys. They could not move with the shit.
No, they could not.
You want to swing that sword? You move the whole damn thing.
Yep. Blah, blah, blah.
It looks like our last bit of news here, unless I'm missing something.
They're doing one other thing is they're doing a Transformers Cyberverse that are callbacks to the original 80s toys.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be interesting. And last thing, going back to what I said about don't stalk people.
Don't stalk people. I'm not even repeating you. I'm just emphasizing it.
Yeah.
So I'm really bad with names. It's Gavin Free. Is that right?
Gavin Free and let me pull the other one. Megan Turney, who were both became famous via Rooster Teeth.
Right.
Gavin Free is their British guy. So if you ever hear a British guy when you listen to anything Rooster Teeth,
That's Gavin.
that's Gavin. And he does Slow Mo Guys. She's doing another show. Uh, Meg Turney. What did she do on Rooster Teeth? Give me a second. She was a former Rooster Teeth host.
Yeah, and I think she cosplayed for a few of their characters as well.
I'm wondering if she still does stuff with them.
I believe so, but it's indirectly kind of like the slow mo guys. It's it's
She was
under
on
the
the
banner.
no. Um. She's doing stuff. Apparently, she's dating Gavin.
Yeah, they're dating, and that was
Oh,
actually.
she's on Ruby.
Oh, okay, but they you mentioned that they're dating. The interesting note is because they're dating that led up to this. So I read the report. Basically, the intruder, a mentally disturbed person, uh, liked. I cannot remember her name. My memory sucks today, but liked what
Megan.
Megan. Thank you. Liked Megan. Like had a thing for her, but I felt like Gavin was like holding her down, sort of deal, kind of like Yoko Ono, but in reverse.
Yeah.
So he invaded their home and was attempting to kill Gavin. When he couldn't find them, he left, and the cops shot and killed him.
Yeah.
So that's
That's
in their Austin home in Texas.
the guy drove from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Austin.
Yeah, it's a 7-hour drive according to the report there from Kotaku.com. So don't stalk people, everyone.
Seriously, don't stalk people. That's if you think the proper thing is to go and stalk the person and kill them, you're in the wrong.
Yeah. Look. We make a lot of jokes. We're obviously angry people. I'm not gonna lie about that, but be cool to one another. Don't stalk each other. Just don't.
An Austin detective wrote in court documents obtained by the Albuquerque Journal that a search of the guy who did it was named Christopher Giles, whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Cellular phone identified various notations identifying Megan Turney and Gavin Free by name. Furthermore, threatening thoughts were recorded by Giles and directed toward Gavin Free, i.e., I want Gavin Free to die alone with no children.
Yeah. Which I hate. Well, excuse me. I don't hate anybody, to be perfectly honest. There are a lot of things I hate and a lot of people I don't like. But you don't wish somebody that. Come on.
Yeah.
Unless the person doesn't want kids, then you wish them that.
It's. Ugh.
Don't.
So I'm getting mixed messages on here. Part of it says that he took his own life,
Right.
but it also says that police killed him. So
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it was a situation where he went to go take his own life and somewhere in the crossfire.
okay. There's an update at 7:38 p.m. Central Time, East Mountain Time, not too long ago.
Yeah.
Contrary to preliminary examination, it was in fact police who killed Giles.
Okay.
2 officers arrived at home 1 minute after 9/11 caller heard the gunshots as they approached the home. Giles was about to drive off when they gave him commands to stop. At the time, police say Giles of Albuquerque, New Mexico, shot at the officers. Officer Matthew Jackson returned gunfire, striking the suspect. The suspect died at the scene. No officers were injured.
Okay. Well, I mean, at the bright side, no officers were injured, but that guy obviously had some mental issues that he probably should have worked out.
Yeah.
So I think that's more or less it for this episode. Is there anything else we want to bring up?
I promise the next episode will end on a higher note.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you know what? I can end it on a higher note. I can pull us away from this.
Okay, go ahead.
Going on with things that we're not actually advertising, but I'm going to advertise anyway. I recently got myself a pair of MeUndies. And they are actually the most comfortable pair of underwear I've ever owned.
Most comfortable or uncomfortable?
Comfortable.
Ah, okay. Well, that's good.
They are extremely comfortable. They're not lying when they talk about how comfortable MeUndies is.
And we're not sponsored by them, even though we would like to be. So you could take that as word.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I can also end this episode on a higher note. If you want, we can just,
Yeah, let's not leave our audience depressed.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to leave the episode on a higher note. Was that high enough for you?
That. All right. Let's do our normal spiel at the end of these, and
all right. If you want to keep it up to date, we're on Facebook. You can find us on Facebook. We're also on Twitter. Getting a little bit more active on there, luckily. You can also find us on Tumblr, which we need to update a bit here. We can be found on pretty much every platform nowadays, which I find that as a small achievement for our podcast.
Yep.
If you want to message us, feel free to message us at gspeakus@gmail.com. We would love to hear back from anybody. I think that's more or less it on that aspect.
Yeah, and stay tuned, because next episode is our 20th episode. I think we might have something special planned.
Yeah, if everything falls into place.
Everything going according to Keikaku.
All right, everyone. So, just like last week and the week before, my name is Dean.
And I'm Bryan.
Have a good night, everyone.
Later.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this week's episode. If you like our show, you can stay up to date on our social media accounts. You can find us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Geekus Speakus or on our Twitter at Geekus Speakus. We're also now on Tumblr. If you want to contact us, feel free to do so at gspeakus@gmail.com. You can now find us pretty much wherever podcasts are found. You can find us on Google Play, Apple iTunes, I believe it's called Apple Podcast now. Regardless, we're also on TuneIn, Podbean, and of course YouTube. Feel free to check us out, show us to your friends and family, anybody you think might like this. Of course, we appreciate that. I would like to thank the band, the Spinwires, for their song "Girls Like You." You can find them on Bandcamp for the newest album. And thank you for listening, everyone. Have a good night.